Hello, fellow Americans. Good morning to ya. I just made a video here a couple minutes ago, but again, this is the ramblings of an old fool. I believe it's episode number 27. Well, I'll tell you something. Past couple days, we met an awful lot of good people. We stayed at a couple of different churches this week. It's been nice and cool. We made some good time on the road. And again, we met some awful good people. We met a pastor up the line, I think, in Ogden, Illinois. Great man, allowed us to stay underneath a tree in his church parking lot. Talked to some railroad people, talked to a few other people along the way, and had a newspaper interview. A guy by the name of Larry stopped by and talked to us, and he decided to take some time out of his day. He's an old farmer, Christian, strong believer in Christ, but he decided to take some time out of his day and went and found a newspaper reporter from a little small town out here in Illinois. And she didn't come out right away, which is fine. We were on down the road, and pretty soon here she comes. And she just happened to show up at the same time that radio guy stopped by and was interviewing me. And I'm going to say something, anybody can make a fool out of somebody, and I guess I've been a fool most of my life. And that's why I call these episodes the ramblings of an old fool. Hopefully I'm learning something. Hopefully I'm changing my life. But I'm just tired of the blame game. Well, anyway, getting back to this here reporter, she's a nice gal. I'll tell you what, she's a hard-working, tries to talk about the truth and tries to get the truth out to people, and that's what it's all about, rather than putting a certain spin on things. Well, anyway, Larry, again, later on that day, he saw us parked for the afternoon and parked for the night. He stopped by and talked to my sister for a couple of minutes there, and just a wonderful, wonderful Christian man, and lives a good Christian life. And anyway, we went on down the road again, and we came to Chrisman, Illinois yesterday. That's where we stopped for the night, and met a pastor by the name of Chris. So I call him Pastor Chris. That's just who he is to me. Well, he told me they was having a youth group last night for his church, and he introduced me to the youth pastor, a guy by the name of Mark. And along about 7 o'clock last night, he stopped by and took us over to this house. They were having a youth group in somebody's house rather than at the church, because it made the kids feel a little more comfortable and at home. And another truck going on by, moving them goods that we all use and buy in this great country ours. Boy, I got a lot of respect for them old truckers. They're always on the road. Anyway, we're getting back to this old youth group last night. There's about 7, 8 kids there. And those are the people I want to really give a message to. But Mark allowed me to speak my piece, tell everybody why I was walking, what it's about, why we as Americans have to start standing together or we're going to lose what we got. Talked about the veterans and the sacrifices that they make. We talked a little bit about the corruption. We talked about Christ and what he means to us, and how we have to have a personal relationship with him. And let me tell you, them kids are pretty receptive. There's another truck. I was hauling vehicles. Boy, I tell you what, we need a new vehicle, Mern. Yeah. Mern just nods her head. Yeah, we need one. Can't afford one, but that's okay. But these here kids, open minds, good kids, solid kids. Trouble, a few of them been struggling, though, with their beliefs and all that, and they don't understand what the Constitution is. So we gave them a bunch of constitutions where they can kind of study up on our founding documents and figure out what they say and make up their own mind. Being taught how to think, not what to think. And see, that's what we got to get back to in this country. But anyway, We are going to cross over into Indiana today. That'll be our 5th state since we started our trek last year across this great country of ours. And I tell you, I'm looking forward to seeing some new territory. You know, I love corn and soybeans, but I'm getting tired of looking at them every day. You know, probably going to be more of them in Indiana, and that's okay. Because, like I said, they create jobs, and they also are essential to our well-being in this country, because you make so many products out of soybeans, and there's so many different things you can make out of corn, from food to feed and gas or ethanol. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. You just go on and keep the wheels turning, keep your mind moving, and just live life the way you're supposed to. Don't hurt anybody, and do the best you can, because that's all we can do on this earth. God bless you. God bless America. These old vehicles are starting to come along. They're going to work. Bye-bye.